This one is titled, I've Got a Question About My Relationship. So, introduction. Hi, I'm a really big fan and I like to watch or listen to your podcast and TikTok videos and try and interpret a lot of what you say and incorporate it into my current relationship.
Love that.
I love that too. I love hearing people's interpretations of what we say because everyone has a cognitive bias.
Yep.
And the way that you receive something I say, someone else is going to take it a completely different way that I didn't even intend it and blow my fucking mind with it.
Yep.
I find it really relieving to me that I'm not the only person who thinks about relationships in the specific healthy way that you guys do. Anyways, story. My question is about my girlfriend's past. When she was younger in high school, she used to pay for things without money. Oh, okay. She used to go to a lot of older men for it. Sorry, it's a bit harsh. This has left a serious impact on her mental health, and I don't know how we can move past it or see past her old ways so that we can help her move on, because I have this crippling fear that she's going to go back and do this type of thing again, or that since she has a past with a decent body count, that I'm not going to be enough for her.
That's a whole lot of insecurity on your part. So what are you going to do about it? Right?
Okay, well, hang on. Yes. What are you going to do about it? Also, a question that I have is, he phrased it as, I don't know how we can move past it or see past her old ways.
Right.
So that we can help her move on.
It's a him problem. It's not a her problem. It's a him problem.
So he said it has a serious impact. There's not a lot here. This is a one-page email.
That's fine.
He says that it has left a serious impact on her mental health. So how has it impacted her mental health? Because you went on to say that you have a crippling fear.
Right. That's a him problem.
Right.
So on the what are you going to do about it? First of all, everybody's got a past. Everyone has a fucking past. And if she's moved past that, great.
Right.
If she got used to not paying for things with money, as you put it, and she's used men to get the things that she wants, or men have used her, however you want to look at that, because I see that from both directions.
I think there's a cycle of usage there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody's
Absolutely.
getting something from that situation.
Right. But she knows that she can do, I mean, depending on what she looks like, she could be one of those fucking girls on a billionaire's yacht.
Yeah.
Because she knows how to manipulate men to get what she wants. And now she's in a relationship with you. So you can't get over the fact that she did those things. She's obviously very okay with it because she continued doing it.
Right.
And if she's not okay with it and she's trying to change her life and she needs a provider, that's where my what are you going to do about it comes in.
Mm-hmm. You know, I watched a video. This is on topic. I'm going to bring it back in. I watched a video of a lady of the night from Vegas. She hasn't done it in decades. She was talking about how when she was 17, 18, 19 years old, she was roped into it thinking she's going to make a lot of money. She's going to be a business owner doing her thing. And then slowly it transitioned into human trafficking. And that transition was so slow, and little points, they slowly broke down her psyche the way abusers do. And over time, she thought that she still had all of the power while still giving away her money and all of that kind of thing, right? So I can see how a young woman who falls into that kind of thing, like right now, she doesn't want to do it anymore. So she could be realizing like, fuck, I was manipulated to an extreme. I'm not okay with this behavior. And if that's her thought process and you're still going, well, I'm worried that you're going to do this, that's just an insult to her. She's having a whole massive transformation in her brain of being taken advantage of, like you were saying, being used, being manipulated. And she could be rediscovering who and what she wants and is in life.
She could also have a sex addiction.
She could.
And realizing that she has that addiction, using that addiction to fulfill multiple needs.
Yeah.
Because if she has a sex addiction and she can take advantage of men in the process, why not get paid for your addiction? Most junkies have to pay for theirs.
Right.
So there's a thing there as well. There's a whole lot that goes into that. There's
a whole lot of what ifs because there's not a lot of detail.
Right. I also think about the fact that, again, from a what are you going to do about it standpoint, like if she needs money and needs you to be a provider, you need to step up and be that provider. You're going to lose your woman if that's a thing that's super important to her.
Right. And if that's not the life you want, you need to accept that. You can't force her to work.
Yep. The other question that I have, because he said that he's insecure about her body count.
Right.
If she was doing this as a sex addicted person, or she was doing it solely for the money, it doesn't mean that she enjoyed the process.
True.
For women are much more emotional than men are. Men are just about to get the thrill of the hunt, to land the thing and then move past it, where you guys get an emotional connection. So if a woman has an emotional connection to man, sex is different for them than it is from just fucking people, for most women. So how does that look in this situation? Because he's worried about a what if scenario that has, that's a performance issue, bro. Like are you a quickie? Like, you a minute man in the bed? Like, do you not know how to use the other tools of the trade to get things done? Because there are other options, if that's the case, that you can prolong things indefinitely. Are you saying that you're not enough? Because what are you going to do about it? Like, this is a you problem. This whole situation is a you problem.
I live life by, if there's a problem, you're going to come to me about it. Otherwise, you're happy and you're content. I might need a little bit of reassurance or validation. I might ask you, like, hey, do I still make you happy?
Right.
That's not me questioning you in our relationship. That's me making sure I'm still on my fucking game with us. His what ifing, I'm not going to be good enough. She has a high body count. What if she's thinking about other dudes? On a subconscious level, that is going to leak into your mannerisms, the way you speak to her, the way you act around her. It could change the way you behave around her in public. And she's recognizing that you guys are being perceived a certain way. If you weren't good enough for her, you have to live by, she would tell you. Otherwise, you're just creating issues where there are none. Is that good advice?
It is. You know what else I just thought about?
What?
This is proof that body count matters to men.
It does.
Because this is a situation where they're young. He knows about her past. And though he was happy in a relationship and trying, this is now eating at him.
Right.
You are not going to find a whole lot of men who are capable of just going, yeah, she fucked a lot of dudes. It's her past.
Right.
Because for insecure younger men, this is very prevalent. For young men, body count matters a lot more than an older guy.
Yeah.
That's all there is to that.
And there's a lot of roasting when it comes to being a man in the performance. You a minute man?
You're talking to me?
You asked him.
Oh.
Are you a minute man? No, not you. But you asked that. He could be. And that could be something that he's insecure about, and that's why he's feeling this way.
Right.
There's that pressure there. There is that, why are you feeling this way? And if you're underperforming, that is a you fucking problem. What are you going to do about that? Because at that point, you have to acknowledge that you're the reason you're not satisfying her.
Yeah. There's a lot more shade thrown at men over sexual performance than women.
I believe that.
There absolutely is. There's fucking songs made about Minutemen. And obviously there's songs about women being whores, but like there's not, in terms of sexual performance, there's not many songs that talk about a woman who just lays there uninterested. And even if there was, the response would be, well, it's his problem. Right? Like, it would get thrown back on the man on that.
Yeah. If you were doing it right, she wouldn't be acting that way.
Right. So there is a performance anxiety that happens in most men because of things like that. And it is because it's taught to us. We're only an hour and 15 in. Oh, is there more?
Yes. So question. I'm just looking for your advice on my situation and any tips to help me look past her past so that we can both take it into account and try our best to keep going. Extra, to clarify, I love her very much and she has let me see things that she has never let anyone else see that are personal to her, and I have done nothing except accept her with open arms.
You're not accepting her, though, if you got a problem with her past.
Right. Accepting with open arms would be, I know this is your body count and don't bother me, baby. It's me now. Mm-hmm. This is the only bick you're getting for the rest of your life.
Good. That was good. That was good. That was good. There would be an air of confidence in that.
Right.
Which he clearly lacks in this situation, and he flat out admitted it.
Yeah.
This also comes into a lot of conversations that we've had about people's pasts. Mm-hmm. You can't change the past.
No.
You can accept the shit that had happened, and you can fucking move past it. Mm-hmm. You dwelling on the past is never going to allow you to move forward in anything. You study the past. You learn from it. And you fucking go. Like, she had a past. She learned from it. She doesn't want to live that life. She's in a relationship. You're the one that she happens to be in a relationship with. So why are you having an issue right now?
Right.
Has she given you reason to feel like this should be a problem? Because if not, you don't need to be dwelling on that shit. living in a what if scenario and being stressed out, anxious, worried, fearful. You are paying a debt you don't owe yet. There's no point in that.
I agree. Appreciation. I love your content. Thank you so much. Even if you've read my email, it means a lot to me because I'm a big fan. I appreciate what you do for every couple that listens to your content, and I hope you have a great day. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you're such a loyal fan. I would recommend reevaluating your self-esteem, reevaluating what you bring to the table, and if you decide that you do not bring enough to the table, bring more to the table.
Yep.
And if there are things that we touched on that you feel are inaccurate, I would recommend writing in a more detailed email with more perspective.
Yeah. I believe that this is solely a him problem. And I believe that this all stems from insecurity, lack of confidence. I'm willing to bet that enough words of affirmation in that relationship would slowly change that for him.
Yeah.
I can hear the fucking bugs through that window. Can you hear that?
Yeah, the cicadas.
It's crazy.
I like to think that it's the trees screaming.
Yeah, because it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
Pissed off that they don't have air conditioning.
Did you know that plants, when dehydrated, actually scream, but it's on a frequency that we can't hear?
Yep, I did know that because you told me.
Did I?
I don't know if it's true or not, but you told me, so I believe you.
Could you imagine if that's just all the trees screaming and because it's so loud, it's hitting our frequency?
It's funny.
Crazy. I want to go water them now.